Tell you a little story. First of all, in the society we live in today, that many times, people are quick to jump to conclusions, to judge others, and mostly, by their outward appearance. And we should always remember, to always look to the inside, what's in a person's heart, what kind of person they are, not to make judgments by what we see on the outside. Just because a person down under luck doesn't mean that they're a bad person. And this all brings to mind a song by country music singer Johnny Paycheck. The song was called The Outlaw's Prayer. So Johnny Paycheck had just done a big show in Fort Worth, Texas. So he went back to the motel that night. He slept, and the next morning, it was Sunday morning, he got up and didn't have anything to do. So he said, well, I'm going to walk around town a little bit and just see the sights. As he walked around town, he noticed the different sights and everything. He come up on a church on the corner, and there's a large church building, there's big stained glass windows and thing. He noticed all the big fine cars in the parking lot. As he stood outside the church building, he could hear the people inside singing songs of praise. He got thinking to himself, he said, well, it's been a long time since I've even been in a church building. He said, I think I'll go in and sit and join these folks for a while because the singing was so beautiful. Well, he went up the stairs, and he stood there outside the door. He hesitated for a moment. Then he opened the door to step inside. And just as he started to step inside, a young man dressed in a fine suit stepped up and said, excuse me, but may I help you? He said, well, I just want to go inside, and I'm going to step in and join the services and sing with the Christians here. Well, the young man looked at him and said, well, I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. Said, the way you're dressed, it just wouldn't be proper. So you got that long hair, a big shaggy beard, your blue jeans, big hat, those old dirty boots on your feet. He said, I can't let you in looking like that. So the singer thought about it for a minute, and he was just so awestruck by this, he just couldn't understand it. He turned around and he walked back outside onto the street. He walked out and he sat down on the curb. As he sat there, he began to think about it. He thought about all the fine cars out there, and the people sitting in there in their fine suits and dresses. And he looked up to the sky and he said, Lord, I don't understand why I was not allowed to enter. He said, if I looked inside, I saw all these people dressed in their finery. They're sitting there, they were singing songs of praise unto you. He said, but I was turned away because of my outward appearance and my long hair and my beard. He said, Lord, when I looked up there, I saw a picture on the wall. It was a portrait of you. He said, on your face was a beard. You had long hair. You had sandals upon your feet, but yet they wouldn't let me in. He said, Lord, I would love to meet you someday. He said, but according to these people, I'm not qualified. So, and I can understand what this all means and how he felt. I myself have been judged like this. And if we see someone that looks like they're down on their luck, don't make judgments of them. We don't need to say, oh, this person's a bad person because they got on bad clothes or their hair is unkept. We need to look to our hearts and find ways that we can help these people. So our Lord gives us blessings, not for our benefit, but that we might pass them on to others. And by doing this, the people around us, by us helping others, people around us will see Christ shining through us. Matthew 5:16 reads, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So, if we worry about how good we are or how well dressed we are or fine vehicles, if we put our material things first in our lives, we're putting our souls in jeopardy. We need to always do like it says in Luke 13:25, strive to enter in at the straight gate, for many, I say unto you, will seek to enter, but will not be able. So we need to always remember not to be quick to pass judgment, no matter what the circumstances may be, how rough it may look or anything. We need to always think back to Matthew 7:1. It says, judge not, that ye not be judged. Upon closing tonight, we're going to offer an invitation song. And this invitation is for anyone that may need to respond in any way. If you feel that you may have wronged somebody by your ideas of their outward appearance or anything, if you feel like tonight would be a good time for you to commit your life to Christ,